I have already been on record in previous views condemning the progressive radicals that inhabit the socialist leftist wing of the Democratic Party, and how they have weaponized just about everything in American society and culture. In one past view, I discussed how they have bastardized science in pursuit of their attempt to limit the freedoms of American citizens so that they could achieve a radical redistribution of American society through oppression and conformity. We all remember the unconscionable and draconian shutdowns by the progressive Democratic leadership all across this nation during COVID-19, like happened in Pennsylvania, which destroyed their economies and their children's education. Whenever reasonable people challenged their authoritarian takeover, they would respond, quote, "They were just following the science." What science? They weren't really following the science. They were following the infusion of the leftist echo chamber as the prism through which medical science, health science, biological science, and social science was being cranked out by woke academic institutions and professional health organizations. Their woke scholarship was spurious, and the results were skewed by confirmation bias, which is the practice by which woke scientists achieve predetermined results to support their lunatic theories like critical race, transgender theory, climate radicalism, and medical science itself. Just how profound is the lunacy? Here's just one example. An otherwise intelligent, erudite, eminently qualified judge, in her confirmation hearing for elevation to the United States Supreme Court, was asked by a United States Senator to give her definition of what a woman is. She answered that she did not know because she was not a biologist. To which the senator responded, quote, "I'm not a veterinarian, but I know what a dog is." I recommend reading the book, The Authoritarian Moment by Ben Shapiro, attorney, intellectual, Orthodox Jew, best-selling author, and Harvard Law School Juris Doctorate. He exposes the hypocrisy of the progressive left. I will quote from his view in his new book, using just one of many examples, the George Floyd protests. The same public health professionals who blocked anti-lockdown protests, who urged Americans to do their part to socially distance, who cheered as businesses were told to close and schools to board up, ecstatically endorsed the George Floyd mass gatherings. More than 1,000 public health specialists signed an open letter supporting the largest protests in American history in the middle of a global pandemic, claiming that such protests were, quote, vital to the national public health. Julius Marcus, epidemiologist at Harvard Medical School, and others, penned an article in The Atlantic claiming, quote, public health experts are weighing these same risks at a population level, and many have come to the conclusion that the health implications of maintaining the status quo of white supremacy are too great to ignore, even with the potential for the increase in COVID-19 transmission from the protests. Thousands of Americans watched from afar as parents, brothers and sisters, family and friends died alone in hospitals. Funerals were held by Zoom. Businesses shut down by the hundreds of thousands. Amazingly, progressive scientists said that health concerns were secondary and political concerns were primary. And then our scientific establishment wonders why Americans have trust issues. End quote. I hope you are as angry as I am. Multi-generational small businesses were destroyed. Our citizens could not spend time with loved ones in their final moments or attend places of worship because of the science. But don't forget to pack up the water and other essentials like pipe bombs when you are attending a social justice protest. And don't worry about those masks or social distancing. This brings to mind, to me, when I think of these progressive dullards, one of my favorite Disney movies, Pirates of the Caribbean. To refresh your recollection, the mutinous Captain Barbossa of the Black Pearl is discussing the curse that afflicts him and his miscreant crew, who appeared to be normal-looking pirates, but were not. Barbosa said, I quote, "The moonlight shows us for who we really are," which turned out to be skeletal ghouls. In the case of the woke progressive left, the same thing happens when exposed to the light of reason.